灯了。はい。No。
不用，因为我等一下监督你哦。然后如果他就问你要说 yes，尽量不要 yeah 这种。说 yes 不要礼貌。
All right. What's up, grinders? This is Ryan here, and today we'll be having the CEO and founder of Cobinhood. So today's going to be an exciting episode. So guys, start sitting in. Let's get started. All right. Give me a second. Popo, you there?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Give me a second to just update a few things. What's up, people? What's up? Today we have Popo Chen in the house, CEO of Cobinhood, guys. Say hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
The chat is excited to see you. Okay, let me just put it on Twitter. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, so we have a very, very young and talented CEO right here in the house. So just a quick background on Popo Chen. Basically, he co-founded and started 17 Media, but before it was called 17 Media, it is okay. So basically, a little bit about 17 Media. So 17 Media is a mobile application that offers live video streaming and real-time content sharing services. And it was the headquarters in Taiwan, Taipei. And in terms of funding, till date, it has raised a total of 50 million in terms of, I think, 2 rounds, if that's correct. And they were recently, or at least in the month of December 2016, were acquired by Pator, which is a Singapore company, a Singapore dating app company. And they acquired 17 Media. Well, but before it was called 17 Media, apparently it's called Popo Incorporated. So Popo, without further ado, I'd like to, of course, introduce you to the chat. And also, I just want to ask, a few questions. So how do you get started on your entrepreneurial journey? Like, how old were you when you first started your company, your very first business venture?
Okay. So actually, I started my first company in the 4th year of college. Yeah. So, and I have been in the entrepreneurship for 5 years, and have exited 3 companies successfully. And now it's building the Cobinhood, the most exciting startup that I have ever built.
Mm-hmm. And when you mentioned that, so what made you even come into this space? Before you even maybe we share a little bit about your previous application before we jump into the good stuff, of course. So just share a little bit about how fast did 17 Media, or at least Machi Popo Inc. Grew, right? In terms of what kind of database are we talking about here? Like, how many users were on this app that you created?
The downloads has exceeded 30 million registered users, and the daily active user now about 5 million.
Okay. Yeah. So and you had, and what kind of space are we talking about? Like how fast? I mean, like within how many years or months or?
In the beginning, 2015, we at about July that we founded Popo, and
Mhm.
started the live streaming project because we see a hype in US that's called Meerkat. At that time,
Oh.
it's Meerkat and Periscope, and we want to do live streaming in the Asia territory that customized and fit the Asia audience. And
Mhm.
we spent actually at that time because we only have seed fund is about 300K, and we only have 5 people, and we did our own live streaming protocol, proprietary protocol in 1 month, and launched it in Asia, and in another about in September, the hype started to it creates a hype that daily download reached about 1 million, and then
Mm.
later it become top free app in Taiwan, and then to Hong Kong, Singapore, and then in China and even USA. We beat Snapchat in 2 days. The last 2 days.
But what attributed to the success? Like what was so interesting about your app that it garnered so many downloads and so many users in such a short span of time? I mean, it's really impressive. So I mean, how do you what kind of marketing did you guys do, or what kind of features that made it so interesting and fun that the virility was so great?
Actually, at that time, you can see that like Instagram, Snapchat, they do photos and show videos, right? They are not entering into the live streaming at that time, 2 years ago. And because Periscope is bought by Twitter, Facebook started to do their live streaming platform, but they are very late. About 1 year ago, they launched Facebook Live, but we were 2 years ago. We just launched, merged the capability of a photo, show video, live streaming, and you can basically think of we already invented the what features Instagram now clone at that time. So we actually is the first to do that. And those followers later, the big social platforms, they clone the features integrated like Snapchat story and live streaming into Instagram like Facebook does. Yeah. But we were earlier to integrate that feature. And so actually you can see that the Instagram live streaming is very popular now. There is a very good fit to integrate the features. Yeah.
So just to understand a little bit. So now after you did all this, so what's your background, as in terms of your I mean, basically what's your background in terms of your degree or whatever that allowed you to have this ability to create or think about this application? I mean, are you of a computer science background, or what's your background like?
Yeah, I study in National Taiwan University, and major in the double E, electrical engineering. But I mainly focus on computer science courses. So I started writing programs in the first year of college, and then later got more interested. And in the fourth year, the iPhone app drew my attention, and then I jumped into the social media era. So I've been focusing on the social platform for about 4 years, and after exited the 70 media, I started to the crypto trading. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you discovered cryptocurrencies. As in, you
Yeah.
were just you were literally an investor first, and then
Yeah.
what was? I mean, out of curiosity, what was your first crypto? what was your first cryptocurrency other
First
than Bitcoin, of course?
bought first cryptocurrency bought.
Okay.
That is the Ethereum. Yeah.
Okay. So you bought was Ethereum, and then
Yeah.
how early do you start in the space?
I started to trade crypto about half a year ago. Yeah. And then later I used to use Kraken, but it got very slow. And one time I placed a market order, and it said its execution is failed. So I pressed another time, and then later after 10 seconds, I got two completed market order. So that's very, very disappointing.
Okay. So you, instead of getting one full order, because lack of liquidity, right? So there's a lack of liquidity, and then you managed to have two separate small orders basically instead of one full order. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think it's just like a kind of bug, because it said the market order supposed to get the liquidity from the market, yeah, so best price, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, it said its execution is failed because server is busy. But later, so I re-executed the same order, and it got two orders done.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, right? So you started off, and then you what other problems or what issues that you face while trading, and from your experience in terms of the exchanges, what did you just, I mean, what do you experience in terms of when through your exchange, I mean, when you're exchanging, when you were trading on the platforms, right? What kind of difficulties do you face?
One is to pass the KYC is very slow. Yeah, and
Okay.
After you pass the KYC, you can deposit USD, and you found that a platform is very laggy. So actually, it's very hard to place orders to be very high frequency trade, to do high frequency trade, because its settlement is still kind of slow. So it takes 5 to 10 seconds to settle a order. Yeah, about that. And later we found that my margins squashed by the fees. So mainly these three problems. Yeah.
Okay. So when you started Cobinhood, I mean, I'm sure you had a lot of ideas before you came out with ICO. And what were the various types of of course, ideas or business concepts did you come up with? And then in the end, you narrow it down to creating an exchange.
Okay, so because I trade cryptos myself, I later found out that the traders, you can see that the fees, the margins, about 25% my monthly profits are gone because of the high fees that most exchanges are now currently charging.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they deserve the fees for the best service. If the service is very fast and very smooth, I'm willing to pay the fees.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so I want to create the Cobinhood to maximize traders' profits and the service quality and security. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I can trade my in Cobinhood with happily.
Okay. So basically, you are trying to create an exchange that would say is because you're not charging any fees, right? You're not charging any fees for trading.
Yes.
I think that's very unique. So how is the company, or at least how is the exchange going to make money then?
Okay, we provide a margin trade up to 10x, 10 times leverage. And for the margin trade part, we provide margin loan. But it's not like Bfinis. Bfinis is you want to loan, you want to do the margin funding, you have to place your assets onto an order called the order margin funding order, right? And the margin traders will get the margin funds from those orders.
Okay.
But the process is kind of a little complex. So we reinvented that to use our own supply demand dynamic model to determine the best interest rate. And the deposits of users' crypto assets can then automatically earn interest, which means that if you got 100 Bitcoin and you deposit into Cobinhood, you got interest earning. It won't be any on daily basis. you can cash out anytime, and we guarantee 100% reserve, so we don't embezzle your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So since you mentioned about embezzlement and security, how secure is your exchange? I mean, like, what are the features that a user can expect to make sure that okay? So before I jump into security, I you did mention that also one of your revenue streams is through my lending, but you mentioned that the calculation is a little bit complex. So how do I earn? Let's say, for example, if I have a 10,000 in terms of COP tokens, US dollars worth of COP tokens, I'm willing to lend it, right? No, I have 10,000 COP tokens. So where is this COP tokens? Where do I have to keep these COP tokens in order for me to be entitled to earn from this margin trading?
So our design is in the terms, when you deposit your crypto assets, you automatically opt in, but you can opt out anytime for the margin funding program. And our algorithm will determine the market supply, demand, and find the best interest rate that we can provide, and reward to the asset deposit for the interest, and we earn the interest also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one aspect. Is there any other aspects of the business that is going to be generating a revenue stream? I understand that you are able to underwrite. You're able to underwrite for other cryptocurrencies that are planning to list on Cobinhood. So is that one of the revenue streams as well?
Yeah, that's what we will be mainly focusing on in 2018.
Okay.
So basically, our business strategy is to, because of zero fees, we expect large liquidities to come to our platform. And when we have a lot of traders and liquidity, we can expand to the ICO underwriting service. It is like you build first your crypto Nasdaq, and we later become crypto Goldman Sachs. And why they large part, we only cooperate with successful startups or IPO firms that we help them decentralize their application onto the blockchain. So it is not like we find a project on CoinSchedule and we approach them. It's not like that. They call listing, right? It's ICO listing. What we do is like ICO consulting service. So we transform, maybe for example, like GitHub, everyone puts code on GitHub, right? But GitHub has a problem that is still centralized. What if GitHub launches its decentralized code base that also compatible with Git protocol? So this is the angle that we approach these already very successful startups and help them migrate to decentralized world.
Okay. And
so we underwrite their coins, and we guarantee the coins will be listed on Cobinhood for trading immediately after ICO to solve the liquidity problems. It's like the IPO flow. It's a framework. It's an ICO framework.
Okay. And in terms of these companies that are planning to list their tokens with you, usually how long would the process be, and what's the procedures like for the companies who plan to list on your are you going to provide them any advisory as in because obviously you're going to underwrite, but are you also going to provide other services, like for example advisory on how to launch a successful ICO or any marketing? Are you going to help them with their marketing campaign?
It's like you can think of we as a Y Combinator of the ICO world, but we don't underwrite those companies who only have a white paper because it's very risky. So we find already successful company, help them migrate to decentralized world. And we provide the marketing resources, experiences, and our trading reputation, the liquidity, and the legal compliance review, smart contract advisory, yeah, all things like that. Yeah.
Okay. So the services that you are providing in terms of to these ICOs is actually pretty extensive as well. So the next question that I want to ask is when I did look through your site, so I noticed that I do not find your financial backers or your usual advisory board. Is there any reason why I don't see a team behind it, or why I don't see the full team other than yourself in the business, like represent? Yeah.
So we surely have a lot of financial backers and financial advisors that comes from large banks like JP Morgan or the large banks in Taiwan, Hong Kong. But they, because of compliance issue, actually they cannot be officially listed on the website because they are not retired. So banks have compliance that and like security trading firms like UPS, they all have some compliance for their employees to follow. So we don't explicitly list them on the website, but that doesn't mean we don't have them. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm reading the chat and people are saying, how is it that you don't charge a fee, and you still can be successful? And then, so I guess maybe some of the people are on board and they just came on board and they don't understand the logic. So guys, just to recap for those who just came in a little bit later, the business model is very different from the current exchanges that we're used to. So current exchanges charge a fee for each particular trade, and also if it runs on margin, there's also a fee that they charge for those that are lending as well. But for Cobinhood, they earn fees or they earn revenue from lending, which is for those who are margin traders. And at the same time, also, they are going to do listing of ICO. So those are the two revenue streams. So any other revenue streams that you like to highlight for this, Popo, or this is it for now?
Yeah, so actually we want to emphasize that we want to create an ecosystem that is one stop for ICO framework. It's like an IPO flow, IPO framework. And because every country will have its compliance and regulation on its own country's ICO operating in their country, we plan to expand into large countries first, like USA, Japan, Korea, and do a local subsidiary and fully compliant and got a license for ICO underwriting. Yeah, we think that I like IPO underwriting. It has a license. In the future, ICO underwriting will also have a license, and it's coming soon. And we don't do the listing. We do the underwriting by providing the advisory consulting service and provide market liquidity. And it's an ecosystem, not just a listing. So that listing is just you got some ad money. It doesn't last long because when the compliance comes out, actually you cannot list your ICO onto these sites to raise money because you have to comply to the country's regulations and the law.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So maybe we take a few questions from the chat. So the question from Little Forest Lamb: who will be providing insurance for account asset?
Yeah.
And
so
which company?
After we launch our exchange, we plan to contact the insurance companies. It's like the Coinbase already have insurance company backing their hard wallet assets. So we do the same. But for now, because we are in closed beta now, we have no bargaining power to approach these insurance firms. Sure. But by end of the year, we will come up with a plan and we will announce on the website. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a good answer. So Karan Joshi asked, current ICO for COP tokens is for the exchange. Current ICO for COP tokens is on the exchange. Okay. Do you understand this question? I think the structuring of the question, it doesn't sound.
Not sure about the.
Yeah. Okay. I saw another question. Are there any current ICOs that are going to be listing on the exchange? I mean, any talks of any ICOs that are going to be listed on the exchange?
Yeah, so we will start to line up the ICOs we underwrite in 2018 because it's still a step-by-step process that we need to create a reputation in the industry, and then later we can get very good projects that ICOs we can underwrite and cooperate with them. So actually, the ICO underwriting service is mutually beneficial because if we underwrite a good coin, the liquidity will come into our exchange, right? And we provide traders liquidity to them also. So it's mutually beneficial. Yeah.
Okay. So Rishi Gangwani asked, when do you expect to add Fiat to exchanges? Will it be a regulatory nightmare? So yeah.
We cannot guarantee that Fiat can be operated forever because like we finished, they got shut down because some intermediate banks stopped them, their wiring. So basically we have already opened accounts and passed the banking KYC on this Fiat deposit and withdraw, but because it relates to not local banks only, it relates to intermediate banks. So we cannot guarantee when will intermediate bank stop the Fiat service, right? So no one can guarantee that. Yeah, actually no one, but we make best effort to allow the support most Fiat, mainstream Fiat.
Okay.
And
so
another approach is that we are trying to do is we will launch like a tether for Euro, Japan yuan, and Korean, and like Taiwan dollars, Australian dollars. But it needs we will open subsidiary in those countries and find the best way to comply to their laws and provide Ethereum the Fiat-backed cryptocurrency like Tether. Yeah, so different kinds of Fiat, but backed by Fiat-backed crypto.
Okay, so I think there's a question, at least a few questions that are very specific. So Crypto Whale is asking, is the 5% annual interest paid out in a daily or monthly increments, or is it just planned to be paid out once per year?
Our interest, if you opt in our margin, become our margin trading fund providers, which is automatically opting, and you can opt out anytime. And when you opt in, you got interest earning on a daily basis, and you can cash out anytime. And we will notify you every day about your interest earning. And approximately, we have examined, like we finished the daily renting interest is about 0.08% per day average. For that is annually interest rate is actually 30%. So, and we provide a higher leverage for traders. So the total lend out money will be, the assets amount will be more. The percentage will be more, but we still guarantee 100 reserve. So we estimate that average the earnings for depositors will get an annual about 5%.
Okay, so okay, that is how the calculation comes about. So okay, so what happens to COP when it gets used for either purchasing margin or discount ICOs?
Yeah, so for margin trades, if you pay the margin loan interest in COP, we buy back the tokens on the market order in our exchange, and you got 50% discount. So that means every margin trader will try to get COPs first, because when they got COPs first, they can check opting to pay the interest of margin loans in COP, and they got 50% discount. So that create a market demand for the COP.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Makes sense. Okay. All right. So the next question is, so is this a decentralized blockchain exchange by Ash Veshio?
We are launching our because we want to do more bigger things, that we want to migrate from centralized to decentralized simultaneously. So actually, our team is hiring blockchain experts, and is already developing our own decentralized chain. It will be our own chain that focuses on decentralized order matching. Is not like Ethereum. Ethereum is smart contract focused on you can execute anything, but it's not optimized for a specific task, right? So when you run some specific task, it may take very long time. You spend a lot of gas because the WebAssembly, the architecture is not optimized for specific scenario. But for our chain, we will optimize for the settlement of the order book, decentralized order book. So you can register any assets onto the chain, and you can trade among on the chain, and the settlement will be fast because it's optimized. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for now, right? I think Howard Chen is asking a series of questions. Then maybe I can lump them together. So since your company is registered in Taiwan, what kind of market share will that help? I mean, what's the basically because in Taiwan, I think maybe his question is how many cryptocurrency exchanges are there in Taiwan, and how much of that market share is Cobinhood able to capture? I think that's his question.
You mean only in Taiwan market?
Yeah, just Taiwan. Yeah, just Taiwan, because he mentioned that your Cobinhood is registered in Taiwan. Is that correct?
We register in Cayman Island.
Oh, okay. So you register in Cayman.
Have subsidiary in Taiwan, USA, and Hong Kong. Yeah.
Okay, so the subsidiaries are in. Sorry, you mentioned Taiwan, Hong Kong.
Yeah, in US.
And the US. Okay, but the parent company is basically registered in the Cayman Islands, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, fine. So also his question is, what are the stock shares would be? So sorry, Howard, your question is a bit off. Like, what the stock shares? There's no stock. There's no stock shares. It's basically, I think. So I would assume his question would be how much of the market share in Taiwan would you actually be able to capture, or at least maybe how confident are you able to capture the overall volume in terms of the crypto world? Because this is maybe it's a combined question with Rishi's question, Rishi Gangwani. So because there are so many cryptocurrency exchanges, like for example, there's Binance, there's a Poloniex, there's all the large Korean exchanges like CoinOne, BitHum. So how does Cobinhood stand out, or what's Cobinhood's strategy to literally capture a share of this market, other than the zero fees?
So for like Taiwan market, actually there is no exchange currently in Taiwan.
Okay.
Just
okay.
No. But you have some they help you purchase, but they charge about 6 to 8% of the fee. Because Taiwan doesn't have exchange that provides low spread. So currently, like in Taiwan, you buy, you need to plus 6%. You sell, you minus 6%. So yeah, it's like the fee is 12%.
Okay.
So when we launch all these platforms, well, I think they will disappear. So no one want to pay 12% for trade.
Yeah, exactly. I think I see a lot of that happening. As in the overall, I think when you say 12%, are you talking about from crypto to crypto, or you're talking about from
Crypto to
what
fiat.
crypto to fiat? Okay, yeah. All right, fine.
Taiwan dollars, yeah, Taiwan dollars.
In Taiwan specifically, right?
Yes,
so for
yes.
a Taiwanese to purchase cryptocurrencies is a total of 12% to get in and 12% to come out. So that's total of 24%.
Oh, no. 6% to get in and
Oh,
6%
6% is okay. 6 in and out. Okay, because there are countries where people pay as high as 20%.
Wow.
Yeah, as high as 20%. I'm not sure whether is it in and out, but as high as 20%. I think the Koreans and at that time when renminbi was able to purchase crypto, it's actually pretty high. So okay, so yeah, it is. So you're saying that okay, but then again, you're not able to accept fiat for now, right? As in, because you guys are not going to accept fiat, or at least people cannot wire fiat into to a bank account, your offshore bank account, and then from then it converts to cryptocurrencies. That's something that is not available when you guys go live, right?
Yeah, the go live is in November, and actually in December we plan to launch our Fiat deposit withdrawal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, when is that again? Sorry, I didn't catch that. When was that again?
December.
December. Okay. So one of the members, one of the chat mentioned you guys go live in November. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then all right. So the next question is what's Taiwan's so from Sean Harvey, if Taiwan government decides to ban Bitcoins and exchanges like China, what would you do, and do we lose our money like that? I mean, basically, he's just concerned about what's the Taiwan's government stance, and if there is a ban hammer that comes onto the exchange, what are the contingency plans for Cobinhood?
Yeah, so basically the regulation is per country currently, right? So if that country forbids any Taiwanese to enter this crypto market, we will, at a KYC base, we will block them. We will block the IPs and block the KYCs if they cannot prove they are not Taiwanese. But we still operate our platform because we are registered in Cayman. We can say, actually the Taiwan and USA and Hong Kong is for development team. The operation side, we can say that we still is in Cayman. So it doesn't apply the law if we already block the citizens that for the country that ban the crypto. It doesn't have an issue to keep operating our platform. Yeah.
Right.
It's
okay.
a country-wide issue. It's not a global issue. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now in terms of okay, so I think people are asking if let's say for example okay, so Mustafa Hamdan he has read your the insurance of the cryptocurrency. How much will you insure, and will they receive COP in return if their money is lost? So I assume that in terms of the insurance, I think he's referring to the insurance on the exchange. So if, let's say, for example, someone loses their funds, how would they be insured? Back in fiat, or back in Bitcoin, or back in COB? How is the insurance like?
Yeah, so when the insurance terms comes out, we will announce on the website, but we plan to liquidate their loss immediately with the market orders, the average of the market order at that timing into fiat. Yeah, and we will pay back ASAP. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the security side, we think the most funds will be stored in our cold vault, which may be 98% of all assets will be stored on the security modules. And secure module is multi-signature. So each security module will be locked into different bank safe. Yeah. So basically, very hard to break in. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a license from the Taiwan government to work?
Taiwan currently doesn't issue any license because our market is the crypto doesn't create a hype currently in Taiwan. It's still very small percentage of amount of people that know what crypto is. So have not drawn government's attention. So there's currently no issue of license. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, okay. So I guess, right. So, Little Forest Lamb has asked another question. Will decentralized exchanges also have insurance? I mean, that's a good question. So let's say, for example, now, because I understand that you're not centralized yet. Okay, it's not centralized yet. Then what happens when? So what happens when what happens when you decentralize? Will the insurance still be covered? I mean, just out of curiosity, because I mean, I understand that right now, because you don't have the funding, or at least the funds coming in to your platform yet, so you're not able to negotiate a proper a TNC by the insurance company. So, but if you decide to go onto the blockchain, will the insurance company still cover?
The decentralized is just to solve the security issue. It doesn't make sense for them insurance companies to insure about the decentralized exchange, because the decentralized exchange we will mainly focus on POS method. So if the because it's POS, so if it large stakeholders all be compromised, then I don't think any insurance company will want to back that.
Okay. Okay. So basically, the insurance may not apply, right? I mean, this is what I'm hearing. The insurance may not apply if it's a decentralized exchange, because the security will come from the network in a sense.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
minors. If the security compromise is minors' fault. It's a stakeholders problem.
Right. So it's the stakeholders problem. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question is shorting allowed on your platform?
Shopping?
Shorting. That means basically, shorts. Yeah, shorts. Will you be allowing? Yeah.
Futures? Yeah, we plan to launch futures in 2018. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of, is there how many times in terms of leverage and margin are traders going to get? 5 times, 2.5 times?
Currently offer 10 times leverage.
Okay, 10x. Okay. All right. So 10 times leverage. All right. Okay. Wait. Okay, so I guess Frank Mayo is asking, I see a sell/short tab on the platform. How many of you went and navigated around the platform? So the platform is not, it's a demo. Is anyone able to actually use your platform as of now? Or is no one can use your platform as of now to test it out?
Currently it's closed beta, and we will announce open beta in October. And we will let everyone to register onto our platform, and we provide a virtual fund which will be become removed when actually go online. So you can deposit any amount of assets, and when you pass the KYC and register an account, so you can start trading. Yeah, so we first verify with open beta that we can do high frequency trade. and verify our matching engine has no problem handling large amounts of traffic. Yeah, and we also invite the white hackers to try to break in, like HackerOne and security companies. They'll try to hack into the system. We hire a lot of white hats.
A white hat hacking. Okay.
Yeah, even in-house white hat. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Crypto grinders will definitely be able to assist with that. So we will, we can probably discuss about that. Cool. I mean, no matter what, I think security is a very, very important aspect in terms of an exchange. As you know, the space is pretty rampant in terms of being hacked, accounts being hacked and security compromised, and it's happened all over the place, and it doesn't give anyone insurance or assurance whenever we do any trading or exchanges. So just help me to understand, how are you all securing the tokens? As in, the tokens when I purchase tokens. I mean, is there a method is there a security measure that you guys use?
You mean on the exchange?
Yeah, on the exchange. Like when we fund our account, right? And then we make trades. How are these tokens secured? Yeah, not insured, but as in security wise, not the insurance. You already addressed the insurance. I'm talking about the security.
Yeah, so basically, same. We use cloud solution for the trading engine, right? And for the we use Google Cloud, and we lock the logging of Google Cloud. We also use the hardware security modules, and we host our own CI continuous delivery and integration servers by ourselves. So actually, there's no attack surface from the outside world, and the firewall rules are applied very strict in the cloud. And for the most of the funds will be transferred, stored in the cold wallet. So and for the hard wallet, we use the managed hardware security module service on the Google Cloud. So basically, it's that we purchase a key store and it's API based, but managed by Google. So if our API key is not compromised, basically you can think of the hard wallet is also not compromised, and the hard API key is protected by the hardware security module also. So very few people have the deployment key. Only key men, less than 3. Most of the developers still use another project, that's that project, to test the development. And for the continuous integration, we write many focus on the test cases and unit tests, so we'll minimize the bug issues that may arise. Yeah, and we back up the database every day, and hourly basis to multiple other clouds, and use different accounts, different service accounts, not the same account. So it's actually very hard to break in, and we still hire a lot of hackers to try to breach and scan for security vulnerabilities every day. Yeah, they keep monitoring the firewalls and the attack surface of the whole server system.
Okay, so quite a good question. How do you plan on offering crypto asset trading with stocks, foreign exchange, precious metals, commodity and market indexes / futures? I mean, is this like is it like a regulatory nightmare just to be able to have all these? Because you're doing crypto and forex, or are these going to be separate? I think this is this on your site?
We will first focus on integrating that with APIs with other existing brokers. But the base currency you use will be with crypto or
Okay.
crypto-backed, fiat-backed crypto. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the main difference. But it can be done because like brokers can open the API access for you. That's for sure. If you have a large bargain power, they are more than happy to open the API because you help them earn money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is it going to be difficult in terms of regulatory wise? Is it because it's the old school financial market combining with crypto? So in terms of you being a market maker for that and integrating with other exchanges, because I'm sure you're going to be also working with other exchanges in order to provide the assets. So how is that like from a regulatory perspective? I think that's a question that I want to ask.
You mean that if we will get liquidity from other exchanges?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, because regulatory wise and also from a liquidity aspect, I mean this is quite I mean it seems very complex also. So how are you all going to handle it? I mean, are you all going to handle all the assets yourself? That means you are going to be the market maker and you are going to provide the liquidity, or how does that work?
Actually, liquidity provider is from the traders, not us, because we enforce the 100 reserve and we don't trade ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the strategy is actually to be the zero fee is to attract the most liquidity to our trading platform, and when we provide those fiat deposit withdrawal like other exchanges, then the issue is solved because now the trading pairs, you have a lot of different fiat trading pairs and you can internally trade among different markets. And if the fee is lower and it's zero, quite even in the service quality and UI UX is better, I think the word spread very soon and the liquidity comes very soon. And it makes sense for us to launch decentralized exchange where we already gather a lot of reputation and liquidity and traders. Yeah, so it is actually a step-by-step process.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And can you explain a little bit more about the vesting pool? How does that work?
So the vesting of our ICO token is 10% after the ICO ends every year. That's for the team to release some tokens to the market. And yeah, it's like we can still get some returns from releasing some of the tokens to the market, and we buy back the tokens at the same time. So we have a reserve of the tokens to use.
Okay. All right. So will 10% of the vesting pool be a part of the circulating supply, therefore making the remaining 90% outside?
Pardon me, not very sure about your question.
Okay, so will 10% of the vesting pool be part of the circulating supply, and therefore making the remaining 90% outside? That means because I think usually most ICOs will gradually put the 10%, from the vesting pool back into the circulating supply. So therefore, it will make up the remaining 90%. So I guess eventually, will you all be putting out 100% of the tokens back into the market?
Yeah, that depends on situations because our margin trading strategy is that you can pay 50% off with the token. That means actually we just like we buy back the tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if our company doesn't lack the money, we won't release more tokens to the market, and the market the top tokens price may rise as a result. Because everyone wants to get the tokens to have a discount on the trading loans. Yeah. So the reserved token is for use in some emergency situations that, for example, we lack some money, but I don't think that's gonna happen because on the VC side, we already also secured a 5 million US investment in the pre-A round of investment, traditional VC investment. Yeah. And we plan to raise Series A in 6 months, about 3 to 6 months at 10 million, raise 10 million at 100 million valuation or more. Yeah, based on how we perform. So it's very unlikely that we will lack the operating fund. So the ICO is actually to attract the traders. We actually don't lack the operating funds. Yeah, because we already raised a lot. But our ICO strategy is just like a marketing strategy that helps traders in the world to find our project and back us, and they will become the early adopters of our platform and help us spread the word. Yeah.
Okay.
The concept is the marketing strategy, not for fundraising.
And when is your ICO ending?
It's October 22.
Okay, so October 22nd, your ICO will end. Okay. So what's the procedure like in terms of is it based on you accepting Ethereum or Bitcoin, or what's it like?
Yeah, so we plan to list most traders that ask if it's qualified as a large trading volume pair.
Oh no! What I mean is the ICO exchange. So what I mean is during the ICO period, how much one Ethereum will get us how many COP tokens and whatnot. I mean your ICO, yeah. That's what I meant, not the pairings,
Okay.
as in the ICO as in.
So the current phase is you got a 30% bonus. And the bonus will gradually decrease to 0. Yeah. So
now it's 30% bonus. So now it's 30% bonus. And is there a cap to how many COP tokens that one can acquire, or how does it work? Like is there a limit?
Per user, we don't enforce a cap.
Okay. Okay. So there's no so based on the current valuation of the tokens, how much is one Ethereum can get you how many COP, or one Bitcoin can get you how many COP? What's the valuation like?
One Ethereum, if the zero bonus is 4,000 COP.
Okay,
and,
one Ethereum equals to 4,000. Okay.
Total valuation is about 60 million to 70 million US.
Okay, sure. And so I think I just saw a very good question. How will you be competitive and successful against a competitor like Binance?
Oh, Binance? I think they come from the OKCoin, the CZ. Yeah, I think they are doing good. Yeah, but they don't want to support Fiat because they don't want to enter the regulations of the Fiat world. So that's actually, they only do the crypto to crypto trading.
Yes.
And they still charges 0.1. Mutually maker taker is 0.2. So yeah, I think they don't have much difference from other existing exchanges also. Yeah.
Okay, so basically your strategy is that you are gonna so the comment was, so you will beat them by using fiat. So as in that will allow you to have more liquidity, basically, as in there'll be more use cases, because I guess when you are able to accept fiat, being that you're registered in a of course Cayman Islands, right? That will give you a little bit more flexibility to accept fiat. Is that correct?
Actually, still we will open subsidiary in each country to set up under regulation and compliance and banking KYCs. Yeah, working with local financial partners and banks to maximize the traders' liquidity and profit margin. That's what we do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's best effort, but like no one can 100% guarantee that Fiat can work because it involves some third parties who may be blocking you, and the country-wide regulatory issues. But we make our best effort to make that happen.
Okay, so so in terms of so there's a question by MR. Exactly how will Cobinhood offer multiple currency deposit / withdrawal for many currencies listed?
You can choose your preferred fiat currency at your setup time, and you can spend it anytime. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a configuration. It's an option and a configuration that you. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay.
But for fiat, we don't allow fiat to fiat trade. You can trade USD to Bitcoin and then trade Bitcoin to Euro, but you cannot trade the USD.
Euro. Okay, USD to Euro. Yeah, I mean.
No. Yeah.
No. Okay. All right. Will you be taking 5% on the existing active ICOs, for example, Blockcat? Okay, so is Blockcat going to be listed on your platform?
Blockcat?
Yeah. Let's say. I think he's giving an example. Sorry. So let's say, okay, will you be taking a 5% on existing active ICO? So that means, okay. So I think what he means is that because Blockcat is going to be listed somewhere else, and if they come to you and they want to list on your exchange, will you be taking 5% or no? Only when you do underwriting?
We charge 0 fees for listing the ICO.
Okay, so basically because you charge 0 fees for listing, you're not gonna okay, so that's interesting.
We don't receive the rebates of just list the coin. Most like Basic, they charge about 3 Bitcoin to list your coin. But we don't list the shitty coins. We don't list the very low liquidity coins. We only underwrite billion-dollar companies or very legitimate companies. So our concept is not to approach these small ICOs that doesn't have a lot of reputation. Instead, we approach the ones like Filecoin and like just large ICO, high reputation ICOs, and we would also create new ICOs by doing our consulting service, help existing services migrate to decentralized world. And for that, we charge the 5% of the ICO underwriting service. Because we think every ICO we underwrite is $1 billion above. So 5%.
What? Sorry, how much again?
The market cap will be like Filecoin level, which is $1 billion level. For each ICO we underwrite. We don't underwrite small one.
Okay, so there will be somewhat like a criteria of but then again, if it's an ICO, to raise $1 billion, that's a lot.
Oh no. I mean the market cap, not to raise.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because very few cryptocurrencies raise $1 billion. I think 200 million is already excessive, and most projects are ranging from 15 to 20 million. So okay, you mean the eventual market?
The ICO coin's eventual market cap after ICO ends.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So $1 billion level of like Filecoins, for sure is $1 billion. Yeah.
Filecoin is not $1 billion, is it?
It released 20% and raised 200 million equivalent value. So
okay.
It's like a billion, but it's not listed in CoinMarketCap. There's nowhere to trade now. It's not released yet. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
for equity investors.
Okay. So now there's so we can take a few more questions before we end off. What determines the intrinsic value for COB tokens?
Yeah, so we don't guarantee that the value will increase, because if we guarantee that's illegal, the
Yes.
SEC will go find you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
so we build this like a privileged ecosystem that helps COP to create a demand for the COP, and the market value may rise. So it's used for the margin trading fees, to pay the interest. We got 50% discount. Another is when we underwrite new ICOs, you can get new ICO tokens at a very significantly lower rate.
Okay.
So for example, if we got 5% of Filecoin if we underwrite Filecoin, and the 5%, for example, if 5% is 1 million Filecoin, we will split the 1 million Filecoin based on the percentage of the COP you hold, and let you getting the round of the pre-sale or the ICO round at a lower price. Yeah, and you can pay in COB or other crypto. That will be announced on our website, because every project may be different. The situation may be different.
Sure. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So this question is, do centralized exchanges close down after decentralized exchanges is released? So I think because
it will coexist.
Oh, you'll coexist. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That is a gradually migrate to completely decentralized. Because the decentralized still have capacity issues now. It cannot be solved very soon. Yeah, we're still figuring out a better consensus algorithm. Our team has expertise on the consensus algorithm, and we do like a consortium Chen. If we do a decentralized, it's like a POS, but you need to hold a lot of stake to become a node. So actually, it's kind of like a consortium Chen.
Yep, it is.
Okay. Yeah, and gradually migrate to the decentralized system, and eventually I think liquidity will exist all on the decentralized system, and at that time we will consider close the centralized one.
Okay, so I think another good question is that wasn't addressed just now. So can members trade their corps against other cryptos? That means corp will be also one of the pairings. Is that going to be an option?
It is. Be a pair. Yeah, will be first pair with Ethereum and BTC and
Okay,
USD.
So sorry, corp will also be against USD Tether, USD as well.
Yes.
USD or USD Tether?
USD Tether first, and then when we launch Fiat, we'll have USD. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so would COP tokens be transferable in benefits to the decentralized exchange?
Yeah, sure. Those are our decentralized design is to it's like an inter-chain protocol. It doesn't focus on our chain, it's like inter-chain protocol, but it focuses on the fast, high-frequency settlement speed of all kinds of trading pairs of all the books that forms a consortium chain or side chain. Yeah, maybe if easier is a side chain, but we are focusing on creating our own chain built to optimize the whole system and do a pluggable consensus algorithm part. So if the consensus algorithm can be improved, everyone can. It's like OTA. You can upgrade immediately, and the election of the new system, the algorithm will be done. The process will be designed to be effortless to upgrade the consensus part.
Okay.
The core logic part, we focus on the fast settlement of each kind of trading specific characteristics for our design of trade. Yeah.
Okay. So based on your so basically I mean living off cryptos is asking, I think this question is a little bit too straightforward. So where can we sell our COP tokens? So I think he's meaning that apart from your exchange, is your COP tokens going to be available on other exchanges? I think that's probably his question.
Yeah, so we don't approach other exchanges to list our coin because we ourselves is already provides. We think we'll provide lots of liquidity, and that's enough for you to trade in our exchange. So that won't cause liquidity issue because we ourselves is already providing the solution.
That's right. Okay. All right, so guys, that's all the time that we have for this interview. Popo Chen, is there anything that you like to say before we end off our session?
Yeah, we want to, our team actually focuses on the whole ecosystem to help all crypto traders or the common public to migrate to the crypto world. So yeah, we want to do more than just trading. And if you want to support our team, you can join our ICO to back us up.
Okay. So
yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, Popo, for coming on this interview. And guys, for those who have attended this AMA event, thank you so much for making this possible. Ryan, Crypto Grinder, signing off. Thank you so much, Popo.
Hi. Yeah.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you guys.